Okay, guys, this is for our assignment on Thursday, May 7th, Thursday, May 7th. Again, we're going to start with the warm-up. There will be a Google form that you're going to answer the questions of the warm-up to. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 different answers I'm looking for. So you're going to write them on one thing. Again, you're not going to share it with anybody, but you're going to share it with me. So it's some multiplication of decimals and fractions. All right, so today we're going to be looking at a double number line in order to solve the problems. First thing, we'll look at a double number line, and then you're going to think about some things and then share your observations with each other and answer the questions. So they made the drink mixture. You guys remember this lesson was from last week, and it talks about drink mixture and then what should be here next. We've done this double number line before. We had just used a box instead. You guys liked it better when we're doing the ratios if we put it into this sort of box. So if we said that this is the drink mix, and this is the water. So if you have 0 teaspoons, this is cups of water. 0 teaspoons, you have 0 cups. And then if you had 4, they jumped over to 4, you would have 1 cup because up here it says 4 teaspoons of the power drink for every cup of water. Okay? So then if I have 8, okay, then I would have 2. And then 12, I would have 3. 16, I would have 4. And then it asks you for these last 2. This should be pretty easy. You guys have done this in like this method before. Okay, so that's going to be practicing making the equivalent ratios. They ask you some questions to think about, like how can you tell that they're equivalent? How can they, and these are the ones you're going to answer on the Google document. How are these represented the same? How many teaspoons of drink mix should be used with 3 cups of water? How many cups of water should be used with 16 teaspoons of drink mix? So some of those answers will be in your box, and then they're going to do what would be the empty boxes. So what would be those last 2? Oop. And then we talk about, a double number line diagram. So if the drink mix here and we have the water, and then we talk about using red paint to yellow, the ratio of red to yellow. And then here's a blue paint on the activity line. And again, this is going to look at the recipe for the blue paint, have the private time to think, share your work, which will be sharing with the Google Docs, and compare our diagrams or just what you can do on Google Docs. All right, so then the recipe again, white to blue paint. This is blue paint is teaspoons, there's 6 teaspoons. And then you have to sit there and think, well, oops, sorry. If there's going to be 6 tablespoons of paint, and I think I just cut off the top of it. Here you go. White is 2 cups, and then for each one for blue would be 6 tablespoons. So you'd have to fill that in and find the equivalency for it. And then you're going to answer some questions. And you're not going to use a partner. You're going to write them on the Google Doc. And again, compare our double number line. You can draw that. And then it's the end of it. Double number lines are easy to display equal ratios. And then they talk about being discrete. And then the cool down, you're going to complete the numbers, the diagrams. You're going to do that on Google Docs. And that's it. I hope you have a phenomenal day.